With the year 2021 coming to an end, it's time for us to talk about all the NBA players who improve their games in the best way possible. To be honest, tracking the improvement of players is maybe the best pastime for all the NBA fans, but the truth is, we can't really judge them all according to our perceptions. In this video, we'll talk about every NBA team's most improved players in 2021. Let's get started. First up, Denny Avdija of the Washington Wizards. Back in 2020, when Avdija was the 9th overall pick, he didn't really impress the scouts with his skills of dominating the box score. With his whole appeal tied to competitive polish and two-way versatility, he surely needed much more work to do on his skills to be named as a player who improved. Looking at his stat sheet, we may not find any major moves, and his growth also seems subtle. However, if you take a look at his improvement over the year in a collective manner, it'll look as if he took small steps and then a major leap all at once. Right now, the NBA player's best skill and strength is his defensive play, and of course, it's also the hardest one to even measure in numbers. One more thing that fans may notice is that, despite Avdija's improvement, the Wizards have also been giving him fewer minutes than in 2020. The team might want to rethink their strategy, as the NBA star individually has the best net differential than the whole rotation. Next, OG Anunoby of the Toronto Raptors. Fans who have watched OG Anunoby know how significant the fifth-year leap was in Anunoby's career. Anunoby actually mirrored the rise of Leonard before he got sidetracked due to a hip pointer. In the previous season, the NBA star had an average of 15.9 points. However, he managed to shatter his previous best score with more than 5 points each game this season. In 2021, his average went as high as 20.1 points. While this increased score might have damaged his shooting rate, his turnover percentage got better and dropped to 8.1, which is his best till now. This might not be the best improvement fans saw this season, but Anunoby didn't let the progress die and kept the growth going even at a slow pace. NBA fans must be proud of how far OG has come. At number 3, we have Nasir Little of the Portland Trail Blazers. Ask any of the Blazers players who's the most improved player on their team, and we bet, if not all, then most of them will name Nasir Little, while others will name Anthony Simons. Generally speaking, there's literally no comparison between the two players when it comes to improvement, and none of their names would be a wrong answer either. On the one hand, Nasir improved his defensive game, while Simons remained the perfect one to be called the ignitable offensive weapon of the Blazers. So why is Nasir on our list and Simons isn't? Well, it's not like we like one more than the other, it's just that if compared, there's one thing that'll boil the things down. Nasir's improvement seems more significant for the Blazers, as he fits better with Damian Lillard than Simons does. This whole debate may need us to have a separate video solely focused on Little and Simons, but then again, Nasir Little's growth is undeniable and noteworthy. The NBA star had an increased win share and BPM throughout the season, which is quite some improvement. Next up, Devin Booker of the Phoenix Suns. As a team, the Phoenix Suns have been only rising over this season. However, it's really hard to point out individual improvements and bring them to the spotlight. Some of the Suns players who improved over 2021 include Mikal Bridges and DeAndre Ayton, but we think the improvement of Devin Booker is the most noteworthy. The two-time All-Star only averages lowest points in the last 5 seasons, and we understand your concern about him getting on this list as well. But let's be real. Some of Booker's improvements are actually worth the praise. First of all, Booker's three-ball is slowly becoming a lethal weapon against the rival teams, while his turnover rate also keeps going down, and right now it's as low as 2.7. Another notable progress is that Booker is eventually going to enter the assassin territory in the clutch. The NBA star already has 30 points in 27 clutch minutes, while his field goal percentage is 73.3. Not just that, Booker also holds a splash rate of 60% from a distance, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, 1 steal, and 0 giveaways. It wouldn't be wrong to say that Devin Booker has improved a lot and is going to improve more in the future. Now we have Cole Anthony of the Orlando Magic. Cole Anthony really went too close to the unplayable territory in the last season and then decided to improve himself. The player who was once the 286th number out of the 295 players who qualified for Raptor is now at the 112th position. Today he is one of those players who have averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, as well as a distinction shared with All-Star regulars. Anthony holds the 17th position and a field goal percentage of 58.8 in clutch scoring, and the only players who have a better clutch scoring percentage than Anthony are Chris Paul and Anthony Davis. Next, John Collins of the Atlanta Hawks. For the Atlanta Hawks, it's John Collins who takes away the credit of being the most improved player of 2021. The NBA star's defensive play has gotten better, and most importantly, Collins now knows how to use the pick and roll play as a weapon, along with his front court mate Clint Capella. He has also been credited a total of 3.9 wins by 538, which isn't only higher than any other Hawks player, but also more than anyone who isn't Giannis Antetokounmpo, Rudy Gobert, Steph Curry, and Nikola Jokic. He has the honor of being the player who excelled in the sports subtleties for the Atlanta Hawks, and his improvement speaks for his hard work. Next at number 7, DeAndre Bembry of the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets surely have some of the most established players, so it's hard to find someone who has to improve something. Even in clutch situations, DeAndre DeAndre Brimby figured out how to be the most improved player of the Brooklyn Nets. There is no doubt that our man Bembry's already great at the defensive end, but it seems like he's been filling in all the left-out cracks and making himself perfect. Not just that, fans have seen his best ever plays, along with his impressive off-ball cuts throughout the season. Steve Nash, while talking about Bembry, said that he's always good with the ball and he can push it in transition. He knows how to draw and kick, and he's also a great cutter. Nash added that for a guy who isn't even the primary target, Bembry's just too good and makes great decisions. Next up, Alex Caruso of the Chicago Bulls. Alex Caruso has held so many titles throughout his career, but now he is the most improved player of the Bulls as well. With 2.2 steals per game, Caruso is now tied with Jimmy Butler and Marcus Smart. Not just that, Caruso is also tied for first in deflections per game. It wouldn't be wrong to say that it's his never-ending energy that brings out the best of the Chicago Bulls, as they jump from being the 12th to being 8th for their defensive efficiency, and even achieved 11.8 points per 100 possessions with Caruso's help. As Joe Cowley said in an interview, we try to live up to the standards that Alex is going to bring out there on the court. Now we have Will Barton of the Denver Nuggets. Will Barton never disappoints us when it comes to improvement and bettering his game. He's surely a strong candidate for being the most improved player of the Denver Nuggets, and right now all his stats look like it's the best season he's had in his 10-season career, and of course his performance in 2021 was way better than it was in 2020. He hit his career high by scoring 16.3 points, and it's the same deal for his 39.2% three-point percentage, 2.6 on threes, and 4.2 assists. He's also almost 4 full points better in player efficiency rating. Given his improvement in 2021, Barton truly deserved to be on this list. And at number 10, Kellen Martin of the Indiana Pacers. The rapid improvement of Kellen Martin's like a fresh breeze for the Pacers. In October, the NBA star worked hard for the roster spot and eventually marked his name on it, and by November, he was a regular in Rick Carlisle's rotation. Head coach Rick Carlisle, while talking about Martin, said Kellen is the guy who many people had expected to come in, contribute, and make a difference. He had added that Kellen's game is something he personally likes, and he can easily shoot the ball. He's physical, has an edge, and is deceptively athletic. Now, other players who improved the most in 2021. As we can't really put in a detailed discussion about players from all 30 teams in one video, here are the names of the rest of the players. These players include Grant Williams, Miles Bridges, Darius Garland, Jalen Brunson, Killian Hayes, Jordan Poole, Garrison Matthews, Isaiah Hartenstein, Malik Monk, Ja Morant, Tyler Hero, Grayson Allen, Anthony Edwards, Jonas Valanciunas, Obi Toppin, Luguentz Dort, Tyrese Maxey, Rashawn Holmes, Dejounte Murray, and Rudy Gobert. For now, this is a wrap, fam. We'll be back with more NBA news and updates. Thanks for watching.